We'll try that later. Okay. We have sound, it looks like. Yeah. I'm jumping right in. I'm getting back to this PNG loading stuff. This PR got submitted a little bit back, and there was talk about adding typing, adding examples. It's been a little bit. I definitely want to get the functionality in, so I think what we can do is what's mentioned. Try to get this one merged and then make a follow-up with the typing and the example. I do want to test it again. The testing I did was on hack tablet device, which is definitely a bit non-standard. So I got the other TFT set up, and we'll end up submitting an example afterwards anyway, so we can just use the example to test it also. I don't remember how big these files were. Seems pretty big. Yeah, we'll find some different ones. So we need to get that version of image load. Might be on it already. I don't know if it's any updates. You can just check it out again. Already up to date. Couldn't copy. Got a space or something? Space. For one thing, we have so we don't actually have trashes. Hey, hold on. Okay. Trying to prevent cat conflicts before they occur. I don't know. What is our space taken up with, I wonder? I don't even seem to have like the flip clock images, which are fairly big. Hey, stop, buddy. Come here. Okay. Oh, proper cat distracting device. I don't know. Yeah, what's taking up so much space? It's interesting. Unigui. Okay. And we have 2 copies of display layout. Okay. That'll do it. Unigui, that one was, let's see, I forget the name associated with that. That was one made, is it I think it's Schultronics was who made that. What I'm gonna do is actually take that and drop it back over here because this is back on my PC instead of, I think it's Schultronics. Look it up later and make sure that's right. I also have 2 flip clocks. I don't know quite why I would have anything different. I mean, there is some difference though. I wonder what's the easiest way to find the difference between 2 folders. Goodness. Couldn't copy. Oh, grid inflator. I mean, it's not like 300K though, right? Like should be back to enough space. 0 bytes free. We're deleting stuff and it's not going away. Seemingly. Or this didn't delete. Did not delete it? I really need logging right now. This I know about. This is like recycle bin basically. This will stop it from actually deleting. Delete it there too. Okay. Now we have 382K. What? Okay. Chrome, I guess. So we don't need nearly as much of this. Honestly, we should start with simple test and then just change it for the PNG. That's not what I want. Need to actually have a test image. It's SVG. 840. And right click it. Limited download. Let's see, I think is it 160 by 124? $148? What? $240 by 135. So let's take it down to height 135. And actually, let's go smaller than that. Maybe 125. We can have 5 pixels padding on top and bottom. Hopefully that's also less than 240 width. Pretty sure we need to go indexed. Then I think we can save it. Of course, I don't know how big it's going to be, so hopefully we're going to have room. Oh, I don't know about the transparency. Well, let's save it like this and see what happens. We did mess with the transparency. I think back when I tested this on the hack tablet. Did that crash or I think it saved? How big is it? Oh, it's only 6K. Wow. Okay. Pretty small. Nice. There we go. So how does the transparency work? So if we had white in the background, a couple of ways we could get light in the background. I think probably the easiest in my mind is can go from vector.io import rectangle. Do not know the constructor though. Let's see. What do you got for me? Pixel shader, width, height, XY. It's easy enough. Let's make a new palette for it. So BG palette. Should just give one like this, or BG palette white. Put the BG palette in that one, and then height, width. So we want display size. 0, 0. We want to put that in our group before tile grid. So shader, something positional argument. Really close this. Extra positional arguments given, line 14. Do they need to be named? How's it going, Johnny? In bed with a fever, so very bored. Unfortunate. Hopefully you get to feeling better. Okay, so it did work, but we got black instead of transparent. But I think, how do we, what does our palette look like? Let's take a look at our palette that we got from our image. Can we just hex? Our palette is basically full, 255. We could find black, or ideally black will be 0 if we're lucky, which it is actually. Okay, so maybe we can just go make transparent 0 and it just works. Nice. And interestingly, the black that's on the outlines, like Blinka is outlined, the computer is outlined, you know, there's black like going up in there. That is not affected somehow. It still shows. So those must have been similar to black, but not quite. Focus any better here? Or are we basically... Not much, but maybe a little bit. We're not quite centered either. That doesn't really matter, but it'd be nice. So let's go... Okay. Need to update my stubs. That thing's fairly old at this point. Maybe not fairly old, but it's been existing for a while. My stubs still don't have it. Okay, so that's working good. Don't really need this. I think this can be a fine example that we can submit afterwards. How's it going, C. Grover? Okay. We're good there. I'm gonna merge this. I'm gonna pull up this page. That way we can see the code that was changed, so we know what needs to be typed. Which is not too much, really. Load. See if there's more inside. I don't know if this one has the typing done or not all the way. Maybe we'll just do it if not. Like it was done at some point, otherwise the issue would still be here, so we can type out the new code and put the example in. I think this is really, really cool though. Being able to support PNGs, like PNGs are very, very common across a lot of platforms, so being able to have support in CircuitPython I think is a huge help for our graphics. Kind of makes stuff a lot more portable. It still needs to be indexed, like, which is maybe not standard. Like this indexed instead of RGB. But that's the same thing we have to do today for BMP, so like we still save the step of converting it to BMP. Now, the one thing I don't know is my guess would be PNGs could come out, they'd be bigger or smaller. I don't know, maybe more compressed, but then takes longer time or more memory to load it? I don't actually know how it works with PNG internally. Like, is it still just a bitmap and thus not going to be much smaller or bigger than a BMP image? Or does it have compression inside of it? To save space somehow. So for types, we are going to go update main, because now main has a new commit. At least one, probably more since the last time I updated. Yeah, 23 commits. And then we'll make a new branch. Git checkout -b new branch name. So PNG typing and example. From Adafruit main. No track because we want to push it Foamy Guy, not Adafruit. So I guess we probably should put our image inside images, since all the other examples actually do have it inside images. Yeah, we should probably do that. Let's do the typing first. So this was in Image load init. So this is not going to change any types here, I don't think. This is already inside of a function. Yeah, nothing really changes here. It'd be interesting to go back. I wonder if we could make an on-disk PNG from this. Must be some compression. Or I guess maybe the format supports it, but we don't. PNG, yeah. Depends what you mean. So transparency worked like this. In my case, on my image, index 0 was transparent, and then on the display, it came out like this. We put white. So this image is here with transparency. I put white rectangle down, and then I put this on top. And the only thing I had to do was load it with image load and then make transparent 0. I don't know, though, if that's like every PNG or if I just got lucky or what. So it does work, and in this case, it was pretty easy. You do still need this bit of code for it. I mean, I guess maybe you could put that internally. You could put this inside of load, I suppose, if you wanted. I don't know if we would want like auto transparency or something. But yeah, in this case, it seemed to work, and it didn't seem to be. And I was actually surprised, but I kept the. I was kind of expecting these black lines in here, maybe like this black here, the outline or along the computer. I was kind of expecting that stuff to get messed up, but it actually didn't. Or the eye, or the nose. Not actually sure why that didn't get messed up, truthfully. I guess it's just not full black. Must not be full black. I suppose, like, depending on your image, you could run into that problem, though. Like, I don't know, what does PNG do if you have actual legit black? Will it choose a different color for 0? I don't know how that works. Automatically generated. Possibly. I don't know for sure how it works. Interesting that they got sorted dark to light. Okay, I'm curious actually. What happens if you have black, all the way black? Make something more interesting than that, maybe. Okay, we still have Blinka. Copy this. New one. Yeah, this one's not going to work. Unless it generates a second color. Oh. did generate a different color. Interesting. Something's messed up, though. Hmm. It's weird it doesn't show in here. I wonder if something is getting messed up because it's like reloading while it's trying to read the file or something. While it's trying to write the file. Like maybe GIMP is not done writing the file by the time this tries to load. And that's breaking it? Only loading part of the file? Or it's loading the same part over and over again or something? No? .png used alpha channel for transparency. PNG the format does, yes. PNG the format has transparency. But I mean, CircuitPython display IO, the only support for transparency is palette.makeTransparent, right? Which is just an index inside the palette like any other color. So we could maybe mold one to work as though it's the other one. But just because we got PNG support doesn't mean we suddenly gained like different transparency support. We still have to work within what we had. So I don't know what's going on with this. I wonder, like Blinka test, Blinka image was fine. Do these look right on here? It does. Hmm. I cannot imagine what could be causing that. Should I do it without the black? Maybe specifically having the black in it is breaking it. No? There is save color values from transparent pixels. I don't know what that does. That probably factors in some. Could some of this stuff be breaking it? It's so weird though. Why would Linka be fine? That made no difference. Getting confused of how many columns it's rendering. I would agree. It does look like that, I think. Maximum color 255. Move unused duplicate colors. Color dithering. Dithering of transparency. I'm at a bit of a loss. I mean, the only thing so far that jumps out between the ones that don't work and the ones that do work are that the ones that work have less. The ones that work have more colors. So this now still has all of Blinka's colors in addition to these, but doesn't have any Blinka image because I hid the layer. And that works fine. Hmm. Maybe it's assuming 255? Maybe it must have exactly 255? How can I add colors to the palette? This takes me a minute. I don't, do you just don't scroll up and down in this, or I don't know how this one works. We jump right from 246 to 271. On this palette-based images, also known as color mapped or indexed, use PLTE chunk and are supported in 4 pixel depths, 1248 bits, corresponding to a maximum of 2416 or 256 palette entries, unlike GIF. Fewer than the maximum may be present. We tried 16. as 0 through 15. Black test hash export. Okay. Maybe you have to be on one of the breakpoints? Maybe you have to be on... Well, but I tried 1 and 2. Both of those didn't work. Does it just work when I save it from A sprite and not GIMP? Okay. I don't know. GIMP did something to it. If I just open this, does it say indexed? Color map has 5 right now. See, but the thing is, like, all of these were also set for the Blinko, weren't they? None of those seem like they could be the culprit to me. Did that reset? Oh, I didn't change it. Not Blinka. That one doesn't work now. Were these different somehow? Are these options not the same? Let's make this in a new window. For me, this is going to be annoying to try to get back out of here. Well, to look at that while I'm saving this. I can't click. Oh, I can click back to it. Okay. Save background is on. Save resolution. Save creation time. Automatic 00. Save all these things. Well, I think I'm inclined to leave it for now. This interlace does not support, but we didn't get the error, so I think we're okay there. See what these print. I think I'm inclined to just leave it. I don't know what's causing it. It doesn't really make sense to me that the Blinka image works fine and the others don't, but then I took the other one into a sprite and saved it, and then it started working. And then I just opened the same thing with GIMP and saved it again, and it stopped working again, so something GIMP does to them breaks it sometimes, but not all the time, because the Blinka ones worked.